And welcome back to Fresno, California. It's the Art Coronado Memorial Handball Tournament. This is the men's round of 8, men's pro double big ball. Matchup with David Chapman, small ball player, and Luis Cordova wearing the red versus Shorty Ruiz, your brother Ricky, and Joshua Tellez. Ricky Ruiz is in the booth with me. My name is Dave Vincent. Referee is Nacho Delgado, and this one is brought to you live by Science, the official sports drink of the UFC, First Star Sports, Mentec, Tucson Rolling Shutters, Simple Green, and the world players of handball. Ricky, Shorty Ruiz, your brother, he plays big ball, he plays small ball. Have you ever seen him play big ball in a small ball court?
That's 2 out of 3, yeah, he's had it. We back home, we all play with this ball. We play indoors, so it's nothing different. So he'll be all right.
Ricky Ruiz is the #1 seed in this very bracket, and we have
Shorty and Samson is the #1 seed.
I'm sorry.
I'm his partner.
Okay, all right. You're one half of the 1 seed. And the way you played earlier today, you deserve that half 1 seed. You're going to see a lot more deep balls played here than you guys played earlier, because Luis Cordova and Dave Chapman are both small ball, 4-wall players that like to play deep. So we're going to see a contrasting styles here. First point going to Joshua Tellez.
Serving 0.
His partner, your brother, Shorty Ruiz. Joshua is not wearing his eye guards correctly, by the way. Nice shot right there.
Side out is a point. Chapman.
Cordova. This is rally scoring. Best 2 out of 3 to 21.
1-1.
Between game timeouts are only 3 minutes, but you guys seem like you played a 30-second in between game timeout earlier.
That's a point. Cordova, 2-1.
Score here is 2-1.
Looks like Josh doesn't have his eye guards on, and Luis doesn't have any. That's a point. Tellez.
It wasn't a point. That's a side, half side out.
You're not going to know which one you're. Well, we're scoring points even during the half 2-2.
Ah, nice. Okay. You're right. I never thought about that. I don't recall anybody ever scoring a half point in a half side out when you played earlier on the other team. But I like that. I never really thought about it. That means the scoring goes much quicker.
That's a point. Shorty, side out, 3-2.
Shorty Ruiz serving here had a great 2011, I say, at least on live webcast, broadcast matches, Ricky.
I think so. I think it was his best year.
For a while there, we used to say that Shorty was Ricky's brother, but in 2011, we were calling you Shorty's brother.
3. Well, that was his best year, and that was my most disappointing year. So.
How old are you?
20. I'll be 23 in a couple weeks, so 22 right now. That's a point.
So you're born
Cordova.
1990?
89. First man in, 4.
You could
serving 3.
Feasibly say in 1989 it was the worst year for your mom. Just joking.
I think that ball was going sideways. Wasn't going to make the front wall. That's a point. 5-3.
I totally disagree with that. 5-3, but he has the better angle. Although we're looking at the same angle. This is the men's quarterfinals. Luis is pretty good from this spot.
That's a point.
You know, I did not realize
serving
that both
4.
players score on even half outs. Those are the things that you wish that you did know when you
play over. 5,
make sand bets
4.
for extreme amount of money. Or extreme amount of sand, I should say. And there's a side out and a point.
Side out, point.
Ruiz Tellez.
5-5.
Men's quarterfinals winners will play Samson Hernandez and my broadcast partner Ricky Ruiz in the semifinals tonight, or this afternoon. Nice shot right there from David
a point.
Chapman.
Chapman, hand down.
Did I hear from you, Ricky, that your brother went into a tiebreaker earlier today?
5, serving 6.
Against Alfredo Morales and Reyes Bonilla?
Yeah, they win 21-19.
Wow.
So that was when you play at 7 a.m.
As predicted, this game is played in the back court more than your match was played.
Chapman,
Yeah.
side out.
7, serving 5. Long ball.
Talking to Dave Chapman about this, he said that
Second
he does not
serve.
even know how good he and Cordova would be or what the scores would even be. He has no clue. Luis's ball.
Replay.
Nope,
Hit
it's
him
not
on
a
the way
replay.
up. 7, 5.
I thought Chapman hit him on the way up.
Wasn't that a point? Shouldn't it be 7-6?
It should be, but he said it was a replay that Joshua hit Chapman on the way up, and I saw it as Luis Cordova hit Chapman
That's
on the way
a point.
up.
Shorty, 6.
Don't you agree?
7.
It's happened so fast, there's no chance to even have a replay.
That's a point.
I'm afraid if we go to replay, we'll
7,
come back and the score will be
7.
14-16. 7 serves 7. Scoreboard powered by Zions, the official sports drink of the UFC, and the official scoreboard of the WPH.
Say point.
You're watching the Art Coronado
8,
Memorial Handball Tournament.
7.
This is a pro men's big ball doubles round of 8 action, featuring Joshua Tellez, who is an
Ball
up-and-coming
skipped
talent.
in. That's a point. Chapman, Cordova.
Do you agree with that skip-in call right there? The
Uh,
ball checked after a
Ball
hit, but it
skipped
looked
in.
good.
It popped.
If we can, let's look at a replay of that since we have a little controversy here on the court.
8, serving 8.
Let's take a look at this replay. It's going to be very difficult, Ricky, to determine. It's so far back here.
Skip.
Okay.
Skip ball.
Ball came back with a strange bounce. You can usually tell what happens by looking at the ball.
It's a point, side
how
out.
it reacts after the skip.
9, serving 8.
Ricardo Ruiz, my broadcast partner's brother, Shorty Ruiz, both from Downey, California. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Luis Cordova in the red from
That's a point.
Juarez,
Tellez,
Mexico.
Shorty. Hand down. 9, 9.
Dave Chapman from Welding Spring, Missouri.
That ball was down. Side out.
Dave Chapman
That's
did
a
play
point.
a lot of big ball when he lived in Long Beach.
10,
Actually grew up playing
9.
big ball, but not with the same crowd that you played with.
Right.
So he doesn't have that street
2
big
bounce
ball
call
game.
by Chapman. That's a point. Thank you, Chapman. 11, 9.
11 serves 9.
Hold it.
You're watching this
Contact
live
on the
at-
swing. 11, 9 again.
You're watching this live at racefor8.com. Referee is Nacho Delgado.
Nice.
Down ball.
It's another skip called from the
Down ball.
referee.
That's a point. 11, 10.
It looked like a skip.
Short. Second serve.
Now, Joshua Tellez, is he the son of the great
Hold
Yeah.
it.
Goyo Tellez?
Play again.
Would it be safe to say that his father would be
11,
sort
10.
of the Nadi Alvarado of big ball,
Short.
outdoor 3-wall Southern California handball?
Second serve.
Yeah, so it would be the perfect resemblance.
And
regarding sport.
so Joshua would be sort of the Nadi Alvarado Jr.
Yep.
big ball. I know that we have mixed audience members out here that are trying to understand who they're watching here. Look at that shot from Chapman. Dove in, though, from your brother, Shorty Ruiz, and he punches it down the wall, and
It's
a
a
round of
point.
applause from the crowd watching this. That's a beautiful play there.
12, 10.
12 serves 10.
Side out point. 11, 12.
Score is 11 to 12 here with the Cordova stepping in on the serve.
Nice shot. Stalled.
Dave Chapman pointing over at Cordova.
a
saying
point.
That was a nice shot. Let's say that Cordova
12, 12.
and Chapman went on to defeat these two. We would have contrasting styles between yourself and your broadcast partner and Dave Chapman and Cordova, as they seem to want to play more of a 4-wall, small ball style of game. And you guys play very close to the front court, and you see that Chapman gets exploited by being too far back there.
Yeah.
Will you guys
13-12.
Would you guys go up front more and try to exploit them by how far they're playing back here?
Well, we'll try to keep the game up front, have a faster pace. So
Replay 13-12.
Here's a setup. You guys didn't even have one back wall shot in your whole match about 30 minutes ago.
It's a point. Man down.
I'm seeing it a lot here in this one.
13-13.
You do that one, I do this one. I do this one, and you do that one.
I apologize for not knowing the complete rules. Nice get right there from
Hold.
Cordova, who's
Hold
down,
it.
and
Sorry.
referee called it
Seen
over because
Chapman
he
in there
thought Chapman
first.
was going to try to dive in and he was hindered. But if they both get
Replay
to,
13-13.
they both are tied at 20. Does the winner have to win by 2?
I don't think so. I think it's just 21.
I bet there will be some controversy here because that wasn't defined by the referee.
Thank you, Chapman. That was a risk call. Side out. That's a point. 14-13.
That one, that one.
I believe in big ball that the wrist should count. I don't know what you think.
We don't really call wrist balls.
You know, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know, but I think I know. That was a
That's a
nice,
point.
powerful shot right there from Shorty Ruiz. I don't think you guys even know that that was part of the rules.
Score is 15-13.
If you stick out your hand and that ball gets back to the front wall, it's good. Right, Ricky?
Yep.
Well, we saw something new on one of these matches.
Hand down. That's a point. Chapman Cordova.
And we saw your brother jump in front of his doubles partner right there, and I think,
Does that look
Second
like
man
Samson
serving.
jumping in front of me?
15.
well,
14.
he had to. You were text messaging while you're playing.
I'm used to that.
Well, when you did hit the ball, which was only twice, they were flat rollouts. So
He was at the ball first. I understand. I seen him there already.
I disagree
That's
with the
a
referee
point.
on that.
Side out.
The referee said that Shorty was
15,
at the ball first. Let's
15.
watch this right here. This was a screen call. Referee says that your brother Shorty in the white shirt got to the ball first.
That's a
But
point.
I disagree because I think Joshua could have had it. Here it is. Joshua's going for that.
Oh,
16-15.
I think Joshua's got a line on that ball.
Josh is so fast, he'll get that ball.
Timeout. First one, 1 minute.
And there's a 1-minute timeout called here as the big ball doubles is underway in Fresno, California.
2
You're
out of
watching
3.
the Art Coronado Memorial Handball Tournament and Pro Doubles in the round of 8. My name is Dave Vincent alongside Ricky Ruiz. Ricky earlier today and his partner Samson Hernandez defeated Angelo Mendez and Rafael Alzarez, I guess is how you pronounce his name. You guys took them down in fairly quick fashion earlier today, and then you got past Marquez Delgado by the score of 21-3, 21-4. Dave Chapman now playing Luis Cordova. He and his partner got past Castillo and Maciel that are from the area here near San Jose. And you defeated Alfredo Morales and Reyes Bonilla. Now, you know Reyes Bonilla, I believe, from Vegas, although I think he lives in the Bay Area, but he was in the Vegas Handball Tournament. And it's kind of interesting because I know that you play in Downey, California, and Riverside, and some of the parks down in Southern California, but you don't know every single player in your own city or your own zip code.
Too many players.
So many players down there that when we would say, hey, who is a guy by the name of Alfonso Quinterio? And you say, well, I
That's a
think
point.
he lives in Fresno. I don't even know. He's a Facebook friend.
That's all he is.
And those that are
18,
outside of
15.
the world of big ball, they think that you know everybody because they think it's a small sport. Like four-wall small ball is somewhat small, but in big ball, you can have the same amount of players just in your zip code than four-wall has collectively across the United States. How many people do you think play big ball or have played in the last year just in Southern California alone? Big ball.
Hand down. That's a point. Shorty Tellez.
Too many to even put a number to it. There's too many players. We have a lot of players coming up, a lot of old players, a lot of
Score
players in the
18,
prime.
serving 16.
Players you've never even seen before. Nice shot right there from David
That's
Chapman.
a point.
Scoring a point now at 19-16.
19-16.
Ball off the back wall. Dave Chapman goes for it.
Nice shot.
That was set up from Cordova stealing Chapman's
It's a
shot
point.
there.
Side out. 17, serving 19.
This is a close one, Ricky.
They got to win the next 4 rallies, and Chapman has to win just 2.
Chapman had to go all out for that. Smart play right there
That's
from
a point.
Tellez. Pushing that
Tellez.
ball down the left wall. He knew that Cordova was going to step back toward the middle, and he just popped it down that really crazy left wall. Now, you played earlier on this court, and you didn't have much
5.
experience over there on that left wall, but is it kind of tricky?
Timeout.
Ricky?
I wouldn't know.
You only heard rumors. Watch how this ball just is shot down the left wall from Joshua Tellez here. Now, he knows that Cordova's going to
18,
come back toward the middle, and he just hits it in the same spot.
21.
Not much to it, but he put a lot of power. That's called a skinny V pass.
No, you're fine right
It's a
there.
two-wall pass, but you do it right there along the side of the wall. That glass is really tricky.
10
Because
seconds.
if you're standing toward the middle of the court looking at it, it almost looks like 2 balls are coming off that wall. One, the real ball, and the other one's the shadow. And they're both going 2 different directions. Shadow seems
Okay,
to head
guys, resume play.
back toward
Time
the
in.
lobby, and the
Score
real
is
ball
18,
comes back into you.
serving 19.
18-19. Once it was 16-19. We're going to 21. See, Chapman plays more of a style of pushing the players back. That's a point for Chapman, I believe.
That's a point. Chapman Cordova.
That's right.
It's game point now.
It's 18, serving possible game.
Here it is. Wow, nice shot right there from your brother, who is clutch in situations like this.
19, 20.
See a lot of communication between Dave Chapman and Ruiz Cordova here. You hear no talking between Josh and Shorty.
This is the first time they've ever played together.
Gonna go down the right. Dive from Chapman up front. Cordova resets the action, sends it back. Shorty pounds this ball. Who's gonna be the first to go for a kill shot here? Chapman saying you on every play. It is entertaining, Ricky, you have to admit it.
Yeah.
Chapman go for the kill shot. Shorty jumping back in. Ball reset. Cordova pushing the ball back. This is the rally of the tournament thus far. There it is. If your brother and Josh can get this point, it will be game point.
One bad call and I'm done.
There it is.
Wow.
Joshua Tellez and Shorty
Wow.
Ruiz now push it at 20-20.
That's
And
all
this
I
is
can
what we
say
said.
about that.
It's going to win by 2 or by 1.
We're going to find out when the controversy happens.
Timeout called by Chapman.
It's a perfect timeout to
Second
be called,
one
too.
taken.
That was a good shot by Josh.
You are watching.
Yes, basically the next point
what's this?
wins.
Okay, so it
Either
is not
way.
win by 2.
And I know that was obvious, David.
It was a long rally.
That was a fun rally to watch. You're seeing parts of it right here on the Simple Green replay. We couldn't show you the whole thing, or else it might last longer than the next game.
20 seconds.
Especially in slow motion. Here's that dive kill right there from Joshua Tellez. Beautiful shot. Joshua taking that ball to the front right corner and getting that point. Now Chapman saying is it win by
I'm
two?
not sure. Can you ask, please?
Now this is the controversy. I knew Chapman would know.
Is it win by 1 or win by 2?
By 2, thank you.
It is win by 2. Now we do have the official rule here. See, that's what I was thinking as well. Now the players are just now finding out they have to win by 2.
Next point wins, huh? Okay, gentlemen, resume time in. Second man serving. 20, serving 20.
I think winning by 2 is important here because it does add to some of the suspense. Gives these players more chances. You saw that great rally, and that was set up because it was game point, and there's a point. Now Joshua thinks he won, and then just dawned on him, nope, I need to win one more. Now, look at it this way. This is the second man. If Dave Chapman and Cordova can get them out, they will then have 21, and it'll
game
be tied
point,
again.
Serving 20.
Ricky, you already know that.
I like to hear it every time you say it.
I said it for you. Oh, Joshua goes down for it.
Replay, 21-20.
Exciting match here.
That's game, gentlemen.
There it is.
First
Dave Chapman
game,
misses with that ceiling ball, and it goes 22-20. With
Second game in
Ruiz
5
Tellez
minutes,
down
Ruiz.
19-16 at one point, and they go on a
These guys.
5-6 point run there, outscoring Chapman and Cordova by the score of 6-1 at the very end, and they take game number 1. 3 minutes is the timeout. We will have more action coming up here in just a few. Ricky, as you look at this game develop, what are the different styles that you've seen between your brother Shorty Ruiz and his doubles partner Joshua Tellez versus Dave Chapman and Cordova? What's the contrasting difference?
Well, if you see Chapman and Luis are content to use the back wall, and Joshua and my brother Shorty are trying to cut the ball off most of the time. So I think that's what I think it is.
You know, you got those guys, your brother and his partner, just pushing the ball forward. And you have Chapman and Cordova, they're playing more back like a traditional 4-wall, small ball style. And if Chapman and Cordova had a little bit more killer instinct, I think they would have taken that game number 1. We're going to see more action coming up right around the corner. We're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout. We'll be back in just a bit. For Ricky Ruiz, my name is Dave Vincent. Stay here at racefor8.com. Stick with us.
My name is Bruce Fabrizio. In 1975, I invented Simple Green based on 3 principles. It had to be safer to use, it had to work, and it had to be completely made in America. From generation to generation, Simple Green has been cleaning everything from car engines and tools to kitchen counters and floors. No matter what you clean, indoors or outdoors, clean it with non-toxic, biodegradable Simple Green.
Working and working out takes a lot of energy. That's why I drink Zenergy. Feeling fantastic and looking good has never been easier. Science, extreme science for your active lifestyle.
For 20 years, the Inner City Handball Association has educated, mentored, and served young people through handball. Young people that participate in the Inner City Handball Association programs have a high graduation rate from high school and continue on to college. Inner City Handball teams are good athletes, good students, and good ambassadors for the sport of handball. We need your help to continue our work. Inner City Handball Association is a registered 501c3 tax-exempt charity. Please donate today. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. Our non-toxic, biodegradable, all-purpose cleaner works great for cleaning it. Thank you. Non-toxic, biodegradable, Simple Green. It's great for cleaning.
Okay, gentlemen, that's the beginning of game 2. One more game at 21. Chapman, Cordova serving 0-0. Play ball.
With the referee calling the score here, game number 2, it was Shorty Ruiz and Joshua Tellez
Hold
winning
it.
the first one,
I see you.
22-20. This is game number 2.
0-0.
That was an overhit from Josh.
Side out point. 1-0.
Nice get right there from Cordova. And Joshua just
That's
misses
a point.
that shot
Hand
up
down.
front. Score now 1-1. My name is Dave Vincent alongside Ricky Ruiz.
1-1.
I'm probably the only person that still calls you Ricky,
Right.
but that's my thing. And
Hold it,
I
contact.
recognize you're a Ricardo. Ricky Ricardo.
1-1 again.
Never asked you if you like that or not, but that's how I do it. There's a point, I believe, for Chapman.
Side
Cordova.
out point. 2-1.
2 serves 1. I'm getting no response from you on whether you like
So
the Ricky
point
thing
Cordova.
or not.
3-1.
Even if I didn't like it, it wouldn't make a difference, right?
It's all about how you text message and still win tournaments while you're playing.
Well, when you got that best guy in the business in big ball, you can do all that.
When I play doubles with somebody that is clearly better than anything I would have
Hold
ever
it.
been,
It hit him. I seen it.
referee called hold it
That's
before
a
he got
point. Tellez, Shorty.
hit, which I think is one of those things where sometimes you hear the referee say
3,
hold it
2.
and you allow the ball to hit you. That one was more toward about the same time the hit occurred. We see Joshua make a lot of those mistakes where he dips the ball into the ground on those kill shots. What do you think
That's
he's
a
doing?
point.
Lifting
4,
up, pulling out of
2.
the play?
I don't know. He makes incredible gets, incredible shots, and I think just the lack of focus on those shots. Just
See,
like
side
that,
out
was a great
point.
shot.
That's one of the best shots you'll see in the tournament. But he followed that up,
3, serving
that
4.
great shot with one that he seems should be automatic for him if he wants to take that next step.
Well, he's up there. He's one of those great players.
All that.
In your opinion, who are the top 4 Southern California? You can leave yourself off the
3,
list. We already know you're in
4.
there, but you think Rudy Cruz, the boxer, obviously Samson Hernandez, but besides Samson and yourself, who do you put in the top 4 in Southern California in big ball, 3-wall outdoor handball?
Well, we have this discussion out there that I think to be in the top 4 or be
3,
considered that, you have
hold
to
it,
play in all
hold it.
parks.
Let me call the score, please.
Okay.
So
3, serving 5.
Playing in the same court all the time gives you this strange advantage, but
yeah, but I mean, you have to. I think to be a great player, you have to head out to all parks. So, and there's not that many players that do that. So, the only ones that pretty much do that is myself,
point.
Samson,
4,
Boxer,
5.
and I think Juan Santos, if he wants to head out to the park, should be a great player. But he hasn't gone out to many parks. But he's a great player in his courts.
I've seen him play and he's amazing. I can see that he could be the future of your sport from the young guys coming in. I believe he's 16 years young.
I think he's 17,
Point.
about to
Okay.
be
5.
18.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be off by 1 year.
Right.
Juan Santos, I believe he's also related to the Tellez's, or?
No,
No.
he just Goyle just I guess it was his mentor.
Okay. What about Rudy Cruz and
I think
Raul Calvillo and?
I think the G-Man is one of those great players. Rudy's up there, but you know, I think he has to just win a couple more. I think he has to step up his game in singles
Point.
tournaments.
6.
We don't have that many singles
5.
tournaments out there. Mostly doubles.
And this young kid
Point.
right there, Joshua Tellez, trying to make his mark as well in that elite status.
7,
Oh, he's up there.
5.
Joshua is. I believe so.
And we're not seeing Galberto, the G-man, or excuse me, the boxer, Rosales out here in this tournament. He's certainly one of those guys that's on that list.
Side out point. 6, 7.
6-7 second game. First one went to Shorty Ruiz and Tellez by the score
Hand
of
down
22
point.
to 20. Both Chapman and
6,
Cordova seem to be
38.
breathing pretty hard in there. Pretty intense game. Nice shot right there from Dave
That's a
Chapman.
point. Chapman.
Dave follows that up with that traditional sort of just mosey toward
7,
the front wall. Kind
8.
of the way you played with Sampson earlier. Dave just kind of looked down and walked toward. You actually did a status update on Facebook while you did it.
Well,
Hold it.
well, Nacho was injured, so it made it a little bit easier.
Well, yeah, he got more injured playing you guys too, which is also part
Replay
of tradition.
7, 8.
7 serves 8. Oh, look at that get right there from Dave Chapman. You have to remember, Dave Chapman has to play a semifinals match against Sean Lenning in 4-wall small ball here in about an hour and a half.
Hold it.
He's no spring chicken. 38 years young.
Replay
37
7,
years young is Dave
8.
Chapman.
Point. Chapman.
Score now 8 to 8.
8, 8.
Your guys' match lasts about 16 minutes. We're already at 33 minutes, and that's what you expect with the Dave
Side
Chapman
out point.
match. They always seem to go an hour and a half, even with rally scoring. Last night in small ball 4-wall, the longest match was
9,
47 minutes,
8.
and then Dave Chapman stepped on the court and made it an hour and
Short
47
ball.
minutes. Chapman said to
Second
me
serve.
immediately, "You guys developed rally scoring so my games would go quicker, and look what I did to you." It lasted just as long. That's the only way to
It's a
make quicker
point.
matches is just not invite Dave
10,
Chapman to your tournaments
8.
anymore.
Game is pretty close still.
Those were fun games.
That's a
Dave
point.
Chapman missed
Shorty.
right there, and now Shorty and Joshua
11, 8.
starting to pull away just a little bit. 11 to 8. We go to 21. This is rally scoring. And we had
It's a point.
the
Hand
Wizard
down.
Sal Duenas, who wasn't part of that elite
11,
list that we were talking about
plays
earlier in
9.
the broadcast booth here in the last match. And I asked him this question. I'll ask you the same thing. Do you feel right now that
Long
big
ball,
ball
second serve.
handball is about to explode, or do you feel it's on the verge of something positive, more positive than the status that it's been previously?
I think so. I mean, it's all great. I think big ball is the future of handball. That's what I think.
Side
Now,
out
this
point.
isn't coming from a guy who just plays big ball. You also are a former small ball qualifier.
Yeah.
10,
And you could have qualified
11.
at this tournament. Carlos Chavez qualified, and I know that you probably never lost against Carlos, and you're
It's a
you're
point.
certainly at that
Cordova.
level. You could have come, and I know
11,
you contemplated playing in
11.
the qualifier in the small balls as well. So you're not just saying that because that's your game
Down
of choice.
ball.
It's just because you feel
Point.
that it's got
Cordova.
more growth. Why do you feel that it's a
12,
future?
11.
I mean, if you look at the past tournaments in Vegas, Simple Green, tournaments like that, big ball has way more players than
That's a point.
small
Hand
players
down.
had in each tournament. In Vegas, we had 44
12,
doubles, big ball
12.
teams.
It's unbelievable. 88 players in one bracket.
Long ball.
And at the Simple Green, we had a full 32
Second serve.
teams.
And they didn't allow any more than that.
And
The
there
next
was-
tournament they hold, they're
Point.
going
Side
to allow
out.
more singles and doubles, and other things to happen, and I could very well see
13,
big ball
12.
defeating small ball and injuries.
And these small ball guy players are pretty good with the big ball for not really playing
That's a
with
point. Shorty.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Point now 14-12. You have to give them a little respect.
14,
A,
12.
they're playing in the big ball division, which is, I think, great for the sport to see players from Ireland or New York or Dave Chapman and some of
That's
the
a
four-wall
point.
players like Sean Lenning and Luis Moreno coming over and playing in the big ball arena.
15.
They're not coming
12.
in claiming that they could beat you guys, but they're at least trying. So you have to give them credit for that, and I think it's good for the sport.
That's a point.
I
Hand
think
down.
small ball players trying to get into big ball would be the best thing. 'Cause
15,
it'll be easier to
13.
adapt. Because, I mean, no big ball player is going to go and try to adapt to a small ball and
That's a
qualify.
point.
'Cause
Tellez.
there's not that many talented people out there.
16, 13.
I think your doubles partner, Samson Hernandez, could be a small ball player if you wanted to focus some of his energy on that.
So
Point. Side out.
he just has great skills in the court, so.
He has a killer instinct
14,
and
16.
pretty smart mind. He's, you know, when you talk to him and watch him play, he's holds himself
a
like
point.
a complete
Cordova.
champion all around.
He's a great player.
15, 16.
Score is 15-16, just like the first game, all within 1 or 2 points at all times.
Hold it. $15, 16.
This game has been close throughout.
This is an entertaining match here. But as you get toward the middle of the bracket on most tournaments, you start seeing the action tighten up toward the middle. The upper
That's a point.
seeds and the lower seeds
Hand
seem
down.
to advance with easier wins, like
15,
your
17.
21-4, 21-3. When you get toward the middle of the
There was
bracket,
injuries. And
That's a
there were
point.
injuries that
Side
were
out.
involved before and during, and there will be more after. But the middle
Score
side of the
is
bracket seems to
18,
go
15.
tiebreaker more often. That's why we put them on the live broadcast.
That's a point. Good ball. Shorty.
Now Shorty and
19, 15.
Josh, who just 2 points away from advancing to the semis to face you and Samson Hernandez. Now just
That's a
1 point.
point. Shorty.
Chapman and Cordova
We're
did
here
pretty,
at
are doing
20.
pretty good
Possible
in this
game
match.
point match. 15.
What do you think of Paul Brady would do with this ball?
That's a point. Hand down.
I just don't know.
Second man serving. 20.
I don't know.
16.
It's sort of like saying, how do you think that rookie Wright would play with this ball? He has complete command of
Let's
the
game,
big ball, but
gentlemen.
then we saw him play as this
Game, set,
closes
match.
out the game and match with Shorty Ruiz and Joshua Tellez winning 22-20 and then 21-16 here. And they will advance to play yourself and Samson Hernandez. Here's a replay brought to you by Owen Gloves with the last play, with Joshua just putting away that ball in the left corner. We saw rookie Wright, who has a great command of the big ball, go out to the three-wall courts in Vegas and was unable to adapt. So how would Paul Brady do with a big ball on a three-wall court? He doesn't play three-wall. I'm not sure he would be very good, but Paul Brady is an
have to
incredible
disagree.
athlete. You think he'd be the top big ball player?
I think so. He's a great player.
He's the strongest player I've ever seen, I can tell you that. His
I mean-
legs and his arms and his mental capacity.
Great player.
We are going to take a quick break. We have small ball semifinals coming up right around the corner, featuring Sean Lenning and Dave Chapman at 12 o'clock, and at 11 it'll be Nate Alvarado and Luis Moreno from Tucson, Arizona. The number one player in the race standings. That'll be in about 20 minutes from right now. For Ricky Ruiz, Linda Manning, and Chris Grad, my name is Dave Vincent. We'll be back with more Race for 8 action here at the Art Coronado Memorial Handball Tournament in Fresno, California. Thanks for stepping into the booth. Ricky,
All right.
we'll talk to you later. You stick around here at racefor8.com.
My name is Bruce Fabrizio. In 1975, I invented Simple Green based on 3 principles. It had to be safer to use, it had to work, and it had to be completely made in America. From generation to generation, Simple Green has been cleaning everything from car engines and tools to kitchen counters and floors. No matter what you clean, indoors or outdoors, Clean it with non-toxic, biodegradable Simple Green.
Working and working out takes a lot of energy. That's why I drink Zenergy. Feeling fantastic and looking good has never been easier. Zions, extreme science for your active lifestyle.
For 20 years, the Inner City Handball Association has educated, mentored, and served young people through handball. Young people that participate in the Inner City Handball Association programs have a high graduation rate from high school and continue on to college. Inner City Handball teens are good athletes, good students, and good ambassadors for the sport of handball. We need your help to continue our work. Inner City Handball Association is a registered 501c3 tax-exempt charity. Please donate today. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. Our non-toxic, biodegradable, all-purpose cleaner works great for cleaning it. Thank you. Non-toxic, biodegradable Simple Green. It's great for cleaning.